I said, yo, what it do, what it do, what it do? It's your boy TB2, 3 letters, same thing, man. Today we gonna be getting to this reaction video, man. We got Cenat, MafiaThon 3 versus IShowSpeed, my dumb ass. US tour, who made more money? To be honest, before we even start the video, bro, honestly, I think Kai, bro. I got Kai. But I ain't gonna lie. Speed worldwide, he got that shit. But Kai, I feel like he got the US in the head a lot, you know? But we gonna get into reaction. We gonna really find out. Let's see.
Giants. Two massive events. One question. Who really won? This is Speed's America Tour versus Cenat's MafiaThon 3. When IShowSpeed announced his America Tour in late August, nobody expected what was about to happen. Speed was about to go on a 35-day non-stop journey across the entire United States, and he wasn't planning to turn off the camera once. The concept was simple but insane. Speed would travel from state to state, city to city, meeting fans and exploring America in real time. No breaks, no days off, just pure non-stop content for over a month straight. And it wasn't just on one platform. Speed decided to multi-stream the entire tour on both YouTube and Twitch simultaneously, reaching fans everywhere. His bus became his mobile streaming studio, rolling through over 25 states, while cameras captured every moment.
I ain't gonna lie, that shit was low-key legendary what Speed did. I was in and out of the screen watching that shit, but that shit was hard, bro. Definitely hard.
Speed does America, chat. That boy's ready to get... That boy's ready for a tour bus.
The tour kicked off with a bang. On day one, Speed met NFL legend Tom Brady at his mansion, immediately setting the tone for what kind of star power this tour would bring.
I show you around, I give you snacks, and I know he's your guy.
Yo, he giving me a rookie Ronaldo card. Wait,
From there, it was a whirlwind of chaos and entertainment. One of the biggest highlights came in Greenville, North Carolina. Speed linked up with Mr. Beast, one of the most famous YouTubers on the planet, and the stream went absolutely crazy. Fans flooded the streets, and the collaboration brought in over 53,000 viewers just on Twitch alone. Then came Washington, D.C., which became the most watched stop of the entire tour. Speed visited the Washington Monument and explored historic landmarks while dressed in wild costumes and bringing his signature energy to every moment. That stream peaked at over 210,000 viewers on YouTube. But beyond the views and the celebrity meetups, what made Speed's tour special was how genuine it felt. He wasn't locked in a studio asking for donations. He was out in the streets, giving back to his fans and creating real moments. At the end of the tour, Speed did something that perfectly captured the spirit of the entire event. After 35 straight days of driving him across America, Speed gifted his bus driver a $50,000 Rolex.
your Rolex, man.
That's tough. Tough hospitality. I ain't gonna lie, Kai did the same thing. Tough shit.
No way.
Just for a gift, man. Seriously.
I can't
Take it, man. Take it. Come
That's
on, bro.
a
You drove us all of America, all the whole 35 days across all of America.
The numbers tell part of the story. Speed's America Tour generated over 32.6 million hours watched. He gained more than 2.2 million new followers across platforms, with over 1.12 million coming from Twitch alone. While Speed was on the road, Cenat was locked in his streaming room for what would become one of the biggest events in Twitch history.
One that I've got to do. I don't know when I'm going to do it, but MafiaThon 3 is like one I'm going to apply everything I know to that, you know?
Oh, that's going to go crazy.
So like...
That's tough. I ain't gonna lie. That's tough. Streaming University, tough too. Like that, like I like the movement, you know?
I don't know when I'm going to do that, but that's the big boy.
Okay.
Cause that's the big boy. I ain't never say this chat, but that might be the last one.
MafiaThon 3 was Kai.
Yeah, that shit was troll. Even Talil, I was watching the in and out of the screens, bro. He was like, bro, that's the method right there by saying it's gonna be limited. But I guarantee, I feel like Kai, he gonna do that shit again. It's gonna be a Mafia for it. He might just change up the name or go all in with the streamer university, you know? But even if he don't do it again, he did legendary shit at the end of the day, you know?
His third annual subathon, and this time he was determined to break every record imaginable. The rules were brutal: stream non-stop for 30 straight days, no turning off the camera, sleep on stream, eat on stream, live your entire life with hundreds of thousands of people watching every second. For Kai, this wasn't new territory. He had run successful Mafiathons before, but this year felt different. The production was bigger, the guests were more famous, and the stakes were higher than ever.
Last one ever.
Ever. It's a trilogy.
Okay.
So this time, we gotta go bigger than ever.
How you gonna go bigger than MafiaThon 2? I mean, you did 30 days, 24/7. Like, that's insane.
This time, boom.
W production, man. They spend a lot of money on this production, man. Get the top of the line celebrities and actors on that shit. That should be hard. I ain't gonna cap.
4 million subscribers.
Oh, that's crazy. 1 million?
Nobody's ever done it.
Okay, so say
Throughout September, Kai's stream became the place to be. He brought in celebrity after celebrity. Snoop Dogg stopped by.
Hey, if y'all don't know, like, bro, that's the method right there. If you got networking, like, or a bit following, you get them niggas on your stream and shit like that. Like, I feel like that's the method right there. I feel like niggas be entertaining them, but like we be more tuned in with the personality and the clips that you get out of the celebrities on these streams, you know? Let me know in the comments if I'm true or not, you know?
Kardashian made an appearance. The guest list read like a who's who of entertainment, but the grand finale was what everyone will remember. On the final day of MafiaThon 3, LeBron James himself walked into Kai's stream. The basketball legend didn't just show up for a quick hello either. He stayed, played around, and in a moment that went instantly viral, LeBron cut off Kai's dreads to celebrate the streamer hitting over 1 million subscribers. That final stream broke records. Over 1 million people tuned in live to watch the celebration. It was the biggest moment in Kai's streaming career and one of the most watched streams in Twitch history. By the time MafiaThon 3 ended, the numbers were staggering. Kai had generated over 84.7 million hours watched. He peaked at over 1 million concurrent viewers, setting a new personal record. And he didn't just break the Twitch subscriber record. He completely shattered it with over 1.1 million paid subscribers in a single month. But not everyone was...
Bro, at $5, bro, y'all gotta really calculate that shit, bro. The bro made some M's in a month, in some days. That's why I be going hard at this shit, this entrepreneur shit, you know? Like, it's motherfuckers making M's in a day, in a week, in a month, in an hour, bro. That shit is tough, man. That shit nothing but inspiration, and, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna have all that shit too, by the way.
Impressed. As MafiaThon 3 went on, a new term started spreading across TikTok and Twitter, Begathon. People began accusing Kai of constantly begging for subscriptions during his streams.
Oh my God!
Clips went viral, showing Kai and his friends repeatedly asking viewers to sub, donate, and keep the timer going. Comments flooded social media, calling out what they saw as endless cycles of showering, begging for subs, bringing on a guest for 10 minutes, then begging for more subs. Fans who had supported Kai for years started feeling like they were just being treated as ATMs. The criticism got so loud that Kai had to address it directly during the stream.
You guys have to understand, this is how I always did my MafiaThons. This is how I always done my MafiaThons, bro. Like, literally always.
Looking visibly stressed, he told his chat that this is how he had always run his MafiaThons. He seemed genuinely frustrated that people were suddenly turning on him for using the same format he'd always used. But here's the thing, whether it was fair or not, the perception had shifted. While Speed was out gifting his bus driver a Rolex and creating genuine moments with fans, Kai was trapped in a cycle of asking for money to keep his subathon timer running. The contrast became impossible to ignore. Speed's tour felt like he was giving back to his community. Kai's marathon started feeling like he was taking from his. So who actually made more money? Let's break down the numbers. For IShowSpeed's America tour, the revenue came from two main sources. On Twitch, Speed averaged around 16,000 subscribers throughout the 35 days. At $5 each, and with a typical 70% split that big streamers get, that brought in roughly $56,000 from subscriptions. But the real money came from ads. In September alone, Speed streamed 720 hours to an average of over 11,000 viewers. That translated to approximately $1.2 million in Twitch ad revenue just for that month. Add in the days from late August and early October, and Twitch brought Speed around $1.5 million total. YouTube was where Speed really cashed out though. His tour streams racked up over 93 million views, and because these were long streams with tons of ads, the revenue per 1,000 views was much higher than normal videos. Using conservative estimates, Speed likely made over $5 million from YouTube ad revenue alone.
He made $5 million, but how much y'all think he actually had to put in for this shit? That's what motherfuckers overseeing. How much money did he had to pay on production? How much money did he had to pay that man to drive his bus all 35 days? You know what I mean? Real shit. Bro paid though.
Combined, Speed's 35-day America tour brought in approximately $6.6 million. Now for Kai Cenat. Remember those 1.1 million Twitch subscribers? At $5 each, that's over $5.5 million right there. But Twitch ad revenue is where Kai really made his fortune. Kai averaged over 130,000 live viewers for the entire month of September across 696 streaming hours. Using the rate that Kai's own friends have shared publicly, for every 1,000 viewers watching for 100 hours, streamers can earn around $15,000 in ads. When you do the math on Kai's viewer numbers and streaming hours, the ad revenue alone comes out to roughly $13.5 million. Add in the subscriber revenue, and Kai Cenat's MafiaThon 3 generated approximately $19 million in total. So who won? If we're talking pure numbers, Kai Cenat made nearly 3 times what Speed made. His $19 million versus Speed's $6.6 million isn't even close. But here's where it gets interesting. Speed gained more new followers than Kai despite having less than half the watch time. Speed brought in over 2.2 million new followers across platforms, while Kai gained just over 1 million. That tells us something important. Speed's tour attracted more new people to his community. He expanded his audience in a way that will pay off for years to come.
Like this whole tour felt like a whole movie when I'm here at these cities and meeting these people and literally becoming a Chicagoan, a Bostonian, whatever. Like I literally put my shoes in their shoes, so it feels amazing.
And then there's the reputation factor. Speed's tour ended with him being praised for his generosity and genuine connection with fans. Kai's marathon ended with Begathon trending on social media and a damaged reputation that he's still trying to repair. In terms of pure entertainment value, Speed took viewers on a real journey across America. Every city brought new experiences, new faces, and unpredictable moments. Kai stayed in one room for 30 days, bringing in famous guests, but ultimately doing the same format over and over. The streaming community seemed to have a clear favorite. While both events were massive successes, fans kept bringing up the contrast. Speed was giving, Kai was asking. Speed was exploring, Kai was stationary. Speed felt fresh, Kai felt repetitive. At the end of the day, both streamers pulled off incredible feats. Streaming non-stop for 30 to 35 days is brutal, no matter how you do it. The dedication, the stamina, the mental toll, it's something most people couldn't handle. If this was a boxing match, Kai won on points. He made more money, got more total views, and broke more records. But Speed might have won the crowd. His tour created better moments, built more goodwill, and left fans wanting more instead of feeling drained. In the end, the real winners are the fans who got to witness both events. 2 completely different approaches to streaming, both pushed to their absolute limits. Whether you're Team Speed or...
Alright, that's the end of the video, man. Y'all like, comment, share, subscribe, man. Yeah, TB2, man. This shit only going up. We out, man.